This is my 4th attempt at making this tutorial. I keep talking too much, so I'm going to try to keep it as brief as possible. This is a very special song. I'm sure you're familiar with it. It's called Can't Help Falling in Love, and it was originally recorded by Elvis in 1961, featured in his movie Blue Hawaii. Sounds fun. I'd like to see it. And then became popular in the past couple of years because in 2012, 21 Pilots did a cover video that now has 119 million views on it. And I'm sure it's the reason thousands of young people have picked up the ukulele to learn how to play this song. So it's really special because it's just a beautiful song, and it's from the tail end of an era that I really love musically. It is in form and harmony very similar to a jazz standard. It's got that feel. It's an AABA form, and the bridge or B section has a different key center. So it's very much like a jazz standard in that. But then it's also so special to so many young people because of the 21 Pilots cover. And then it was also featured in Crazy Rich Asians in 2018, I guess. There's this gorgeous acoustic version that you should look up if you haven't heard it. So I wanted to learn more about the song, and the two very interesting facts that I learned. One is that it was originally written for a woman to sing, and that the lyric was, "I can't help falling in love with him," which is why the verse that says, why in and sin were meant to rhyme with him rather than you. Like, obviously they don't rhyme with you, and you don't really notice it, but now that I've read that, I'm like, that's so funny. Anyway, fun fact, it was originally written, "I can't help falling in love with him." And then the other crazy fact I learned is that the melody is actually based on a classical French song from 1784 called Plaisir d'amour. And it's a gorgeous song. I looked up a recording of Joan Baez. I know I'm saying it wrong. Don't at me. Iconic folk singer. She recorded Plaisir d'amour, and it's a gorgeous recording. You should look it up. So I think it's really special that there's a song written in 1784, and then in 1961 they write a song based on that, and then it's revived in 2012 and is still obviously really relevant today. So I'm excited to teach this one. I am going to teach it on baritone ukulele, and I'm going to teach it in the key of D because that's the key of the original Elvis recording. And so if you want to play along to that, these chords will work. I'm going to use simpler forms for these chords rather than like minor sevens and dominant sevens. Just going to go pretty simple because the chords flow together well that way. And yep, here we go. So like I said, it's an AABA form, and these A sections really do actually, sometimes the end of an A section is like slightly different than the last one. These ones really are exactly the same. So you only have to learn 2 sections. So the first section goes do 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 do. All right, so that's it. The chords, we're starting on a D chord. This is home base for us. We're in the key of D. So you're going to bar across the 2nd fret with your pointer finger. Ring finger goes on the 4th fret of the D string. Middle finger goes on the 3rd fret of the B string. So you've got 4th, 2nd, 3rd, 2nd. And then we're going to an F sharp minor. And the only change here is that we're going to lift our middle finger, F sharp minor, so D, D major, F sharp minor, and then we're going to a B minor. So for this one, Your ring finger stays in the same spot. It's kind of an anchor. Put your pinky right next to it on the 4th fret of the G string. Middle finger goes on the 3rd fret of the B string. Pointer goes on the 2nd fret of the E string. That's our B minor. So we've got D, F sharp minor, B minor. Then we're going to G. Bar across the 3rd fret with your pointer. Ring finger goes on the 5th fret of the D string. Middle finger goes on the 4th fret of the G string. So 5th, 4th, 3rd, 3rd. Then we're going back to D, A. This is one of 2 A chord forms we're going to use. This one, you just bar across the 2nd fret with your pointer finger, and then your pinky goes on the 5th fret of the E string. So far we've got wise men say only fools rush in. Okay? D, F sharp minor, B minor, G, D, A. So the next couple chords are going to be G, A, B minor, G. So we're going to use one shape and just move it up the neck with one slight variation. So doing our G chord that we already learned. For the A chord, this is the 2nd A form we'll learn. You just move that up 2 frets. Exact same thing as the G, but up 2 frets. So this one, you're barring across the 5th fret with your pointer. Your ring finger goes on the 7th fret. Your middle finger goes on the 6th. 7th, 6th, 5th, 5th. So G, A, then we're going to B minor. So it's the same thing, up 2 more frets, but we're removing the middle finger again. And I use that to press down on the bar when I'm not using it elsewhere. So B minor, you're barring across the 7th fret, and you've got your ring finger on the 9th fret of the D string. And then we're going back to G. So it goes G, A, B minor, G. Then we're going back to D, A, D. So that's the A section. I'm going to do it twice through. First time I'm going to say the chord names, and then the second time I'll sing the melody. So D, F sharp, let me try that again. D, F sharp minor, B minor, G, D, A, G, A, B minor, G, D, A, D. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. And then you just do the same chords for the next section, which is the shall I stay? Would it be a sin when I can't help falling in love with you? So then we're going to the bridge or B section, and for this one, F sharp minor is our home base. But I'm going to play an F sharp minor 7. It's going to get real zany in here. Because I like how the chords flow together better when I play that shape. So for this one, we're barring across the 4th fret with our pointer finger. We've got ring finger on the 6th fret of the G string, and then your middle finger is barring across the 5th fret of the other 2 strings. So 4th, 6th, 5th, 5th, 4th, 6th, 5th, 5th. That's our F sharp minor. So the next chord is like a C sharp 7. You can just play that, So that would be F sharp minor 7, C sharp 7, so that's just barring across the 6th fret, and then middle finger on the 7th fret of the E string. 6th, 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 7th. I like to add the 9 on this one. If you listen to the recording, there's this note. You hear a do, 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 somewhere in the arrangement. So I like that sound. You don't have to play that. You can just play a normal C sharp 7, but I'm playing a C sharp 9. So the only difference is adding your ring finger on the 8th fret of the G string. So 6th, 8th, 6th, 7th. Alright, so we go like a river flows, surely, surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things, okay, and then it's different. So that's how I play it. Another way to do it is just the F sharp minor that we used before. So that's, again, barring across the 2nd fret, ring finger on the 4th fret. Like a river flows. So this shape for the C sharp 7 is middle finger on the 3rd fret of the D string, ring on the 4th fret of the G string, pointer on the 2nd fret of the B string, and pinky on the 4th fret of the E string. F sharp minor, C sharp 7, like a river flows, surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Okay, so then this is the part that's different. So I'm going back to the way I like to play. F sharp minor 7, so we're going some things to a B7, which is bar across the 4th fret, middle finger on the 5th fret of the E string. So some things are meant to be. We're going to do the same thing, but down 2 frets. So F sharp minor 7, B7, E minor 7, A7. So we're taking this shape, just moving it down 2 frets. 2nd, 4th, 3rd, 3rd. So some things are meant to be. So that's F sharp minor 7, B7, E minor 7, A7. And then we're back to take my hand, take my whole life too. Anyway, just a repeat of that first section. So I guess I don't need to play the whole song. I'll do that somewhere else. I hope that was helpful. Please let me know if you have questions, and enjoy that song.